prediction on 2 counts. Yes, but you got one prediction right. You said Rishabh Pant, no, Hardik Pandya you had said. Yes. So 182 for 5 after 20 overs from India, with Rishabh Pant 53 of 32, 4 fours, 4 sixes, each 6. When he hit that one-handed 6, you knew he was in the zone. Hardik Pandya for the first
no look shot as well.
No look shot, yes.
Shot fine.
And for the first time in 3 months, Hardik Pandya would have felt that, wow, what a parallel universe he's living in. 1 6 that he hits gets the loudest cheer at Nassau County, and boy, 40 of 23 at a strike rate of 173. And looking at the position, he batted number 6.
Yeah.
And because of Rishabh Pant and Hardik Pandya's knocks, 182 for 5 is a pretty good score.
I'm still waiting for you to talk about the main thing.
The main thing that I'm coming to is when you first came out, Rohit Sharma
That's not the main thing. You've not talked about an important century.
Please, can you tell me that century?
So that, do you get it? The Bangladesh team as a unit have scored a century today by finishing the match in 100 minutes as far as the first innings is concerned. That's the most important century you have to talk about. That era of 120 minutes being taken in the IPL by every team.
Look, this is an
You got it down to 100 minutes.
This is an ICC event.
You got
over rates are very strict.
Yes.
But for me, the bigger picture, which gives you an indication.
This is a very big picture.
There is a bigger picture.
Okay.
The bigger picture is with Rohit Sharma opening with Sanju Samson.
Yeah.
And looking at the way that Yashasvi has not gotten a chance and Virat also decided to not play the game today, it's a clear-cut indication Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli are your openers heading into June 5.
I think you have that answer.
Yeah, absolutely. We have that answer. And I think there is one more thing to be looked at. I think with the promotion of Rishabh Pant to number 3, the message in the dugout is very clear that you have to be flexible with your batting positions. I think from number 3 to number 7, it's going to be like you just have to be prepared. Your turn can come any time.
With Rohit and Virat opening, it seems likely that a Rishabh or a Jaddu or a Hardik or a Dubey, anybody.
Yeah, Akshar Patel also for that matter.
Akshar Patel, anybody can be used in that middle order with one centering around Suryakumar Yadav. Suryakumar is the pivot.
At number 4.
At number 4, along that, all of them will have to rotate around that. But
barring if you see, barring the opening pair, the idea was to have a left-hand, right-hand combination at all times.
Yes.
So that's the other way of looking at things. While I agree, and maybe they went in with that, all right-handed batting pair to open with, was because that decision's probably made that Virat, and because that's also going to be the case eventually as well. But maybe that flexibility could be a real thing, because if you see Shivam Dube, the right thing would then have been that Shivam Dube then gets to bat at number 3, number 4 is crystallized, no matter what happens, belongs to Suryakumar Yadav. Then you saw a Ravindra Jadeja bat as well, a Hardik Pandya bat ahead of a Ravindra Jadeja, all those things. So barring the opening pair, you had a left-hand, right-hand combination at all times.
Yep. So that's why.
It's ironic though, if the left-hand, right-hand combination is such an important thing, it's not being followed right at the top.
Maybe that's an innovation that the Indian cricket team will want. But anyway, see, we are doing this match based on we are assuming it's a real simulation of a T20 World Cup situation. But let us again give you the disclaimer. Don't read too much into a T20 warm-up, because in the warm-up you can get some answers, but then different sets of questions are posed out of syllabus each and every time in the main tournament. Today, Rohit Sharma was trying to belt the ball out of New York, but he failed. And we'll highlight it more in the post-match. I mean, one of our family members who regularly follows us and who sent me a stat, I'll read that stat out. Spin seems to be his kryptonite. In the IPL, it was his kryptonite. Now it's proving even that. Why do you think they decide to open with a Mahedi Hassan? And he struggled against Mahmudullah also.
And now, that could very well be the case, assuming both Rohit and Kohli open. in
Yes.
the main tournament.
Yep.
Because both of them have actually struggled against the slow bowlers.
But again, that was kind of corrected by Virat in the IPL, but I'm not reading too much into the IPL. Today, the pitch that was there at Nassau County, remember the heavy roller was employed. So the heavy roller, what will happen is first 7 to 8 overs,
Flat
it will
innings.
be flat. After that, it will start to be very slow. And you're seeing that the pitch is gripping, it's already having two-paced natures. Some shots that they hit, it just had no timing. So it is an indication that this pitch is not that good for batting in the second innings then. And some of the shots that Pant hit and everybody, and it's a long boundary also.
Yeah.
75 meters I think is down the ground, and I think it's about 65 to 70 meters in the square.
Okay.
70-75 meters also. So it's quite good in that way that Nassau County is at least giving you some good boundary dimensions compared to that horrendous boundary dimensions that you had at the Chinnaswamy, at the Arun Jaitley Stadium, and at the Eden Gardens.
Eden Gardens as well. Let's not
Oh, that
forget,
was terrible, 54 meters here. But okay, a word on Rohit and Dubey, the two guys who really struggled today. And Shivam Dubey, take out that 6, that one scoring shot, 8 of 14.
But otherwise, that downward trajectory since the time the squad announcement happened, yes, there's been, I think, just the one innings where he sort of redeemed himself a little. But today, especially, we call him the murderer of spinners.
Yeah.
That murderer went missing today.
Yeah.
Because he was failing to get back to ball.
Yeah.
There were half-hearted appeals as well for leg before.
Yeah.
On those couple of occasions that he missed the ball, but clearly you were seeing the idea was to just muscle the ball, but he wasn't. He was only looking a pale shadow of himself from the first half of the IPL that we saw. So
Exactly.
the concerns remain around him. The concerns remain around Rohit Sharma as well. We know he too didn't have an ideal IPL.
Correct.
So,
But we have to all take a moment and praise Hardik Pandya. I mean,
Absolutely.
2 months he underwent hell for no fault of his.
yeah.
Plus, there is a lot of speculation going off the field, which we are not going to dwell into too much. Today, to just come and, okay, that first 6 that he hit, that was such a big cheer. Plus, Bangladesh obliging that, okay, I'll give you left arm spin. Okay, feast upon it. Hardik murders left arm spin. We know that. 40 of 23, 2 fours, 4 sixes.
4 sixes.
174 strike rate, batting at number 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Well, he'll be a number 5 mostly. Rishabh Pant is going to be a number 3. He'll be a number 5.
Yeah.
This is a morale booster.
Number 3.
Absolutely. That's what I said, at the beginning of the live, that from number 3 to number 7 or even till number 8, I think the message is clear that you have to be ready to bat
Okay,
at any
suppose we
position.
are looking at not from a warm-up game. It's a real match, Simon.
Yeah.
If they do well, next game, will you pick up Pant at 3, considering that Rohit and Virat are going to open? 90% of it assume that it's true. Rohit and Virat are opening.
Yes,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
I personally wouldn't, but indications are that those two will be opening.
So,
Yeah.
if I look at a real match, Simon, Pant over Sanju,
Yeah.
Hardik over Dubey. Those are the 2 questions that potential bottlenecks that we wanted to address, right?
So if that happens, Pant over Sanju and Hardik over Dubey.
Yeah.
So let's assume that Hardik Pandya bats at 5.
Yeah.
Then you have a certain Ravindra Jadeja at 6.
At 6, and then 7, you could potentially have an
Akshar Patel.
Akshar, but then will you play 3 spinners?
That's my point. That how much batting do you want to have? Would you want a certain Akshar Patel coming in at number 7 or number
What
at
you
number
heard
7 or
from the
number 8?
skipper when that presser took place on the second
Yeah.
was he was clear on there being an extra spinner.
Yeah.
He was clear on that part. So I don't know, and I'm not quite sure over here if India are looking at that extra batter. Bowling is something he seemed very bullish on.
Yeah.
And I remember saying one thing, that you're going to see different 11s once India moves
In
to
the Caribbean.
Yes.
Yeah. See, 8 is Kuldeep, okay? So
Yeah.
number 6 it's sorted, right? 8 is Kuldeep. 9 is probably
Bumrah. Bumrah.
Bumrah is at 11. Siraj is 10. 9
Yeah.
is maybe, okay, 9 is Bumrah, 10 is Siraj, 11 is Arshdeep.
Yeah.
8 then are you 7 are you looking at Akshar Patel then?
Absolutely. I think you basically would want to have some batting at number 7, or Dubey could be a number 7.
No.
I think you're wasting Dubey.
Yeah.
So would you
Okay,
rather
then
want to
okay.
have Dubey up the order?
Okay, what about this? Number 4, Surya. Number 5, Dubey.
Yeah.
Number 6, Pandya. In this case, with Rohit and Virat opening, you are playing both Dubey and Hardik.
Yeah.
But then 7 is your Jaddu.
See the
So
thing.
you're
with-
having Rishabh bat at 3.
3.
Yeah. But the thing with Dubey
That
is
might be a
that,
left field selection.
see, the thing with Dubey is that if you are going to play him, he's probably going to play solely as a batter. But in case of Akshar Patel, obviously you're having a dual package. Why wouldn't you want?
But then, see, in every condition, you're going to play 3 spinners.
Probably.
Barbados won't do.
Yeah.
St. Lucia won't do. Antigua is the only place. And also Providence.
See, we might have some answers to it. If you guys remember that before, I think when the team was announced, Rohit said one thing in the presser that we have picked 4 spinners for a reason. I'm not going to reveal it now,
Yeah.
but you'll have the answers once we reach Caribbean.
Yep.
Now
See,
the
for
game is going on.
Yep.
Do you think that we'll have some answers to it?
Look, my date which I'm looking at is not 5th, 9th, 11th or 13th.
Okay.
I am directly looking at 19th.
Super 8.
Yes. India versus New Zealand, Kensington Oval, Barbados.
19, 21st and 23rd.
No, I think
No,
it's-
1921st.
No, I don't
I
think
doubt.
so.
I think India's games are they aren't at I think very.
It's, I think
big
we'll have to
intervals.
check. Will get
Yeah.
back to it in the post thing. But see, Arshdeep is opening the bowling.
Yeah.
Okay,
So already an indication. But Bumrah bowls mostly the 2nd and the 4th.
yeah.
You've seen that?
But then, aren't you going to utilize a Siraj or a Hardik in the power play? You'll have to utilize them there. Okay, a conundrum. What if Hardik doesn't bowl at all?
No, he will bowl. I don't think that's a scenario here. Hardik will bowl.
So 2 slips in place and he's got good swing immediately.
Yes.
But remember, Arshdeep is a power play bowler for India.
Yeah.
They made him one.
Yeah, he's a death overs bowler for Punjab Kings. That's where. Now, Praneeth Datta Singh looks like Jaiswal is going to miss out, which is sad. I mean, look, he was going to be the easiest target to be dropped.
Yeah.
We all agreed on that time that yes, Jaiswal will be the easiest thing to talk about. So, what is Abhay Chauhan saying?
He says, why don't people talk about Pandya as an option against spinners in the middle overs? He has literally murdered most quality spinners like Zampa, also Imad too in Champions Trophy 2017.
See, he murdered Imad, he also murdered Fakhar Zaman. But yes,
Yes.
Zampa ever since 2017, that you remember the Chennai knock he has.
Might I add, I think Asia Cup also, he won you that first match against Pakistan.
Yeah. Asia Cup T20, 2022.
Yes, 2020 edition.
Yeah. Can be explored, but then see, it is really going to be interesting to see how Pandya copes up in a big match situation. Okay.
Yeah, Mayank Madan, I think he has
Yeah.
a comment that जब तक दुबे step out करके नहीं मारेगा तो ऊपर ball तो नहीं मिलेगा मारने को. So basically what he's saying is that if he doesn't charges down the track, then else I think bowlers are not going to give him the required length to go for the kill. And if
I get it where he's coming from, because
Yes.
today every time the ball was pitched around, that hard length, even when the spinners
The
were
back of
finding
the length area,
back of the
basically,
length,
yes.
and it was skidding on, it was stopping at times. He wasn't quite able to get the full swing. The moment it was in the slot, it went into the stands.
Correct.
Yeah, and if
But then-
Yashasvi is not
Yeah.
playing, then Dubey has to play, man. Can't play Jaddu and Akshar, both guys.
See, again, what utility is a Dubey giving me if he's not bowling? I'm having a Hardik.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would I then want to have a Dubey?
You know what?
I will want better. I'm wasting Dubey. I'm honestly wasting Dubey if I play him.
Yeah.
And
Bangladesh
Sarkar's gone.
Fingers gone up.
But what utility is a certain Ravindra Jadeja giving if he's batting at number 7? See, he's not the same old finisher that he used to be.
Yes.
And that's why I personally feel that Jadeja has to bat up the order. And if that flexibility in the Indian team is there for the T20 World Cup, if this warm-up game is anything to go by, then I think India can probably extract the maximum out of a certain Ravindra Jadeja or a Akshar Patel. But I cannot say the same about Dubey.
Yeah.
Because
Anyhow,
his game has limitations.
Yeah,
Anyway, we'll take this last comment
We'll
and
take
then-
this forward towards the match end.
Yeah.
We're sorry if we
Yeah.
couldn't take all your comments
Yeah.
also. Praneeth Datta, since he's just sent in a a chat. We will quickly just run you through his 11. He feels that Rohit Virat will open, Pant at 3, Surya, Dubey, Pandya, Jadeja, Aksar, Kuldeep,
Bumrah, Arshdeep.
and one between Arshdeep Siraj.
Oh.
Jaiswal missing out is a sin.
So he's wanting Pandya to bowl as the third pacer.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. I think if the pitch is obviously off a turn, then I wouldn't want to have 4 pacers and 2 spinners. I would rather have 3-3.
Yeah.
That actually balances the combination.
But then if you are bowling Hardik Pandya 4 overs, it's a risk. Yaar. It's a risk. I don't know why.
You're saying injury-wise.
That's
Yeah,
the
obviously.
Problem. That's the problem. But yes, see, this can be explored upon. We'll explore in the post-match then. So thank you so much, folks. We'll be back for the match end. And let's see how India shape up in that. So bye-bye from me, Harshit and Gulati, Sidji. And subscribe to Sports Today if you already haven't. We are reaching 400k, folks. Help us get there as soon as possible. Bye-bye.